The historic summit between U.S. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin has come to an end, with the meeting taking place in the U.S. state of Alaska. Lasted for hours. The parties failed to reach an agreement on the ceasefire in Ukraine, but Trump said, "We have agreed on many things, but the most important thing is not yet agreed. There is no agreement until there is an agreement," Trump said. Putin called on Europe and Ukraine to be constructive and not sabotage the process. After the meeting, Putin invited Trump to Moscow.
We have not reached an agreement on the most important issue, but there is a good chance of getting there. There is no agreement until there is an agreement.
The historic Trump-Putin summit in the U.S. state of Alaska has ended. The U.S. president and the Russian leader met for the first time in 6 years. The meeting at the Elmendorf-Richardson military base in Anchorage lasted 3 hours. The meeting, which was first planned as one-on-one, was changed to a 3-on-3 format at the last moment. Trump and Putin were joined by the foreign ministers of the two countries, Marco Rubio and Sergei Lavrov, as well as Trump's special envoy Steve Witkoff and Putin's advisor Yuri Ushakov accompanied them. The two leaders then faced the camera for a joint press conference. The cordial atmosphere between Trump and Putin that started before the summit continued here as well. Putin was the first to speak. In his speech, which lasted about 8 minutes, he mentioned that the historic meeting was held in Alaska, and this was logical because Alaska is a part of our common history. The Russian leader emphasized that Russia-U.S. relations are going through the most difficult period since the Cold War and said that they had a constructive meeting with Trump. "I hope that the compromises we reach today will be a starting point for solving the Ukrainian problem and improving relations with the United States."
We agree that the solution in Ukraine must be permanent and long-term. All the repeatedly discussed causes of the crisis must be eradicated. Russia's legitimate concerns must be taken into account. We hope that Kiev and European countries will approach this constructively and not try to sabotage it. We hope that the compromises reached today will be a starting point not only for the resolution of the Ukrainian conflict, but also for the improvement of Russia-U.S. relations.
U.S. President Donald Trump spoke for about 4 minutes. He said that his meeting with Putin was very constructive. He emphasized that there was agreement on many issues, but not on the most important one. He said there is no agreement until there is an agreement.
I am very proud of what our very good leaders have done.
I think we had a very productive meeting. We agreed on many issues. There are very few issues that we cannot agree on. We have not yet agreed on probably the most important issue, but there is a good chance to reach it. There is no agreement until there is an agreement.
The Trump-Putin meeting ended with the two leaders joking. The U.S. president said that he and Putin would meet again soon, and Putin said in English that the next time would be in Moscow. There were no questions after the meeting.
And maybe we'll see you again much later. Thank you very much, Vladimir. Oh, this is an interesting thing. I don't know, I'm going to be a little hot on this, but I can see that happening.
After the press conference, Putin left a pea on the grave of Soviet pilots in Alaska. Putin then boarded the presidential plane and left Alaska. Following Putin, U.S. President Trump also left Alaska on Air Force One.